I think let's not wait for others. Should we start with the class?
Yes, sir.
Mansi, Tarun, only you are left in the class now. What should we do?
Mansi has some network problems, sir.
What's about Khushpreet and Varun and Nitin? Why they are not joining?
So Varun and Nitin does not attend any class today.
Sir, actually, Nitin's grandfather is not well. He is COVID positive, so he will not join the class. I think for this week. And
What's about Varun?
Varun just went for his hometown, so maybe he's also
Homestay. Okay. What's
absent
about
today.
Khushpreet?
Sir, I'm not sure about her.
Okay, let's start then. What would you like to discuss today? Do you want me to discuss that pattern? Were you able to solve that or not?
Yes, sir.
Solve हो गया
Should
वो?
I discuss first?
Yeah, sure. आप करो discuss. बताओ what's the solution of that pattern?
Sir, which one? First one?
Last वाला.
Hello.
Yes, yes, I am saying the last one. The last pattern.
Sir, okay. In the last pattern, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 in the first column, and in the second column, it's 5, 6, 7. So, what I thought is कि जो like I write column and row 0, 1, 2, 3 and 0, 1, 2, 3.
Hmm.
So if we add 1 to both, I mean to the column 0, 1, 2, 3, which I marked 0, 1, 2, 3. If I add 1 to that, that it will give 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is our first column.
Okay.
And in the next column it is 5, 6 and 7. So I just thought कि सब में जो difference है, like it's 5 minus 2 is 3, 6 minus 3 is 3, 7 minus 4 is 3. So according to me ऐसे ही next वाले में
Very good. Very good.
yes sir.
So basically, you have found the logic. Let me explain it. Is it visible to you?
Yes sir.
The whiteboard is visible to you?
Yes sir.
Okay. You have found the logic. Could you write the program also or not?
So I was not able to write, actually I just write first column, not the next.
First column is perhaps the easiest.
Yes sir.
Okay. Okay. Let me explain it to you. How can we do it? The
Okay.
problem was, suppose there are two rows only. Okay. Then it will be 1, 2, and 3. Right? If there are two rows. If there are three rows, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If there are four rows, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I think this was the pattern.
Yes sir.
So, in case of computers, we can go row wise. We cannot go column wise. It's not possible to write 1, 2, 3, 4, and then come back here 5, 6, 7, and so on. It is not possible, right? Otherwise, also, it is not logical. So, you need to find out how these numbers are generated. Look at these two columns. What's the difference between first and second column? It is uniform distance 3. Is that true or not?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After that, the difference is 2.
2,
In the next column, difference is
1.
1. So when rows are 4, starting difference is row minus 1. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
Similarly here, the difference is 2. Here the difference is 1. So the starting difference is row minus 1. Similarly here, difference is 1. It is row minus 1. Is this thing clear?
Yes sir.
So while when we'll write program, we need to write it in this sequence. First row, second row, third row, fourth row, and so on. So let us write the program for this. Concentrate that how we convert a logic to a program. Let me write it here. First of all, we'll get rows from the user. Okay. Then let's write first loop I in range 1, 2 rows plus 1. Okay. Or it can simply be up to, since we want to write the value of I, let it be 1, 2 rows plus 1. So what is the first thing? First of all, we need to decide what is going to be the difference. So I'll declare a variable difference, which is rows minus 1, starting difference. Is it clear? Hello? Is it clear?
Sir, font size is very small, not visible
Oh, okay,
clearly.
okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Hmm? I can
Yes, sir.
increase it a little more. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So what I have done, first of all, we'll get the input from user that how many rows are there. We'll write the first loop, right? That is equal to number of rows. So for each of the columns, now we'll print the columns, one column at a time. For each column, as I had discussed here, you can see for each column, we need to know what is the starting difference. So starting difference is number of rows minus 1. So now let's write the second loop for j is equal, j in I. For j in I. What we'll do, we will write print, let's take a number, n is equal to, here, we'll take n is equal to I. We will print number, print n, and it ends with space. After that, n is equal to n plus difference. And after that, difference is equal to difference minus 1. And here we will write print. It will print a new line. Let us try this. Will it work or not? So the output window may not be visible to you. Just let me check. Last time I forgot to record. Today we are recording the lecture. Okay. So let's go back to the program. It is asking for rows. If I enter 3 rows, what's the problem here? Oh, j in range I had to write. Okay. Let's run it again. 3 rows. Just have a look. It is writing 1, 2, 3. Let me magnify it so that you may be able to see. Is it visible now, the output?
Yes, sir.
Right? So I have entered number of rows, which are 3, right? And accordingly, it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try it once again. So here it is. I'm writing number of rows, 5. Have a look. It's working properly. Is it working properly or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's discuss the logic once again so that it's clear to you. Let me bring that out here. Here. So what we have done, first loop, this I loop is for printing number of rows. So when I is 1, let me rub the remaining section from here. or let's create a new frame, no problem. So initially we'll get rows from the user. Suppose we are entering 4 rows. So I will iterate from 1 to 4. It means I will write 1, 2, 3, 4. These are row numbers. Okay. So how will it work? This is not the output I have just written. How I will iterate, right? After that, we have taken a difference. So difference is initially rows minus 1, which is 3. It is the result of this statement. Then we have taken a number. Number is the actual thing which we will print. N is equal to I. It is this statement, right? After that, we are using another loop, J. This is for printing values of columns. So for the first iteration, if you look at it, J will vary up to I. So when I is 1, it will run only once. So what it will do? It will print value of n. N की value कितनी है? For this, let me write it here. N is equal to I. This is what we have done here. Right? So for first iteration of J, J will move from 0 up to 0. Okay, it will write value of n which is 1. First time the loop will work only once. The inner loop, J loop will work only once. So when I is 2, right? So for the first loop, these two are insignificant. Nothing will happen because of this. It will have these two statements will have no effect. So we'll move to the second iteration of I. It means second row. Second row means value of n will become 2. Difference will remain 3. Every time we are initializing difference to rows minus 1. So for second row, J will iterate from 0 to 1. It will print n. N is 2. 2 will be printed. After that, n will become n plus difference. Difference kitna hai? Difference is 3. N plus 2 is 5. Difference plus 2, n is 5. It will print 5. And after that, difference is reduced. Here, for this column, difference is 3. For next column, difference is 2. For next column, it will be 1. So 5 plus 2 is about, no, it won't. Because J is to iterate for 2 values only. So we have written 2. It will move to the third iteration of I. So this time n is 3. We will start with 3. Add 3 to it. It will become 6. Since there are 3 iterations, 6 plus 2, the next value of difference, it will become 8. Right? So it is happening because of what we have written in second loop. For the last iteration, n will become 4. We will write 4 here. Add difference to it, it will become 7. Add next difference to it, it will become 9. Add next difference to it, it will become 10. For each iteration of J, which is representing column here, we are adding difference to number and then we are decrementing the difference because for each successive column, the difference will be decremented. Is this thing clear? Hanji beta, is this thing clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
मानसी का फिर डिस्कनेक्शन हो गया चलो इट्स ओके let's proceed further. Let's discuss few other things. Again, few basics we'll discuss. I won't save it. Do you know what are escape sequences? हाँ जी बच्चे, what are escape sequences? C में आपने पढ़ा होगा. Yes, say yes or no.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Escape sequences नहीं पढ़े. Okay. Slash n use किया आपने?
Yes, sir.
Slash t use किया?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
These
sir.
are escape sequences. This represents new line. This represents tab. There are many more. For example, in C, we have slash A, which represents a bell sound, slash R, it represents carriers return, and so on. But in Python, we have these two, slash n and slash t. For example, let me write here a statement. Increase the font. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
I have written this is my sentence. Okay. So when we'll run it, it will be printed as such. You can see it here. It's been written here. This is my sentence. But if I write here slash n means we have inserted an escape sequence into it, because of which this statement will be broken into two parts. So now this time it is writing this is, and then it will move to the next line and print my sentence. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Just in the same way, we can use slash t. Slash t is for tab. If I run it once again, you can see here there is a lot of distance. It is because of the tab character. Okay. In the first statement, it was straight. We had not used any escape sequence. It will simply write, this is my sentence, with each word separated by a blank space. In the second case, we have broken the sentence into two parts using slash n. In third case, we have used slash t, so it will add a lot of space. It will basically add a tab in the sentence, and this is how it will be printed. These are called escape sequences. But suppose you want to print something, like I want to print this is, suppose I want to print something like this. This is slash n my sentence. Means I want to print the slash n character also. What we can do in that case, we can override the escape sequence using double slash. So if we are using single slash, then system will treat it as an escape sequence, new line. But if you use double slash, it will be skipped, and you can see we will get the output like this. Now, here it is writing, this is my slash n my sentence. Have you got the difference? Have you got the difference?
सर रिपीट कर दो एक बार.
हाँ बच्चे, अगर आप सिंपली स्लैश एन लिखोगे, इट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज न्यू लाइन कैरेक्टर. इसमें क्या कर रहा है, ये सेंटेंस को दो सेंटेंसेस में ब्रेक कर रहा है. दिस इज एक रो में आएगा, माई सेंटेंस नेक्स्ट रो में चला जाएगा, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस स्लैश एन एस्केप सीक्वेंस. I told you that sometimes you want to write slash n, you want to include slash n in your sentence. You want to write slash n, right? Instead of this being treated as a new line character, you want actually it to be printed. So आप क्या करोगे? You will add two slashes, double slash n. So what it will do? It will ignore that escape sequence. अब this is slash n my sentence, पूरा sentence बन जाएगा. So when you will run it, वो you can see it here if it is visible to you. Slash n will become part of the sentence. So how we can override escape sequences? By adding one more slash. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we can use repeated operators also. For example, I am writing hello. Right? It will, when you will run, it will be written only one. But if I write here multiply 3, then this multiply basically is a repetition operator. It means hello will be printed thrice. When I'll run it, it will write hello, hello, hello 3 times. If I add a space here, accordingly, it will write it there. Hello, hello, hello. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
You can write it like this also. 3 into. Hey, hello into 3 लिख लो, चाहे 3 into hello लिख लो. Both ways it will work. Clear है बच्चे?
Yes, sir.
Okay. One more thing. Here I am writing 10 plus 20. What will be the output? Print 10 plus 20. Output क्या होगा?
10 plus 20.
Hmm?
10 plus 20 print होगा सर.
नहीं, मैंने repeat नहीं किया. I am not using any repeated operator. I have simply written print 10 प्लस 20, इसका आउटपुट क्या आएगा? हैव अ लुक।
सर
हाँ जी, हाँ जी,
1
बोलो बेटा।
0 इकट्ठा हो जाएगा।
इकट्ठा हो जाएगा मतलब
अ,
10 20 लिखेगा। लुक, इट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज एन एक्सप्रेशन, क्योंकि दोनों वैल्यूज न्यूमेरिक हैं। न्यूमेरिक वैल्यूज हैं तो उनका सम करके 30 प्रिंट कर देगा। क्लियर है? क्लियर हुआ बेटा?
यस सर।
बिकॉज दीज आर बोथ ऑफ दीज आर न्यूमेरिक वैल्यूज, है ना। अगर मैं इनको कोट्स में लिख दूं तो फिर ये क्या हो गया? क्या बन गए अब ये? हाँ जी, बोलो बेटा, क्या बन गया अब ये?
स्ट्रिंग बन गया सर।
अब ये स्ट्रिंग्स बन गई। अब जब हम प्लस करेंगे तो ये कंकैटिनेट हो जाएंगी। नाउ इट विल राइट 10 20। डिफरेंस समझ में आ गया बच्चे?
यस सर।
राइट, ओके। लेट मी राइट अ फॉर लूप वंस अगेन। फॉर I in range n, print I, and let's run it. तो क्या हो रहा है? It is writing values in the range from 0 to 9। ठीक है। हमने इसमें एक एडिशन किया था, इफ यू रिमेंबर, एंड इक्वल टू स्पेस। अभी अगर हम ये नहीं लिख रहे, वी आर सिंपली राइटिंग प्रिंट, तो जो स्लैश एन है, न्यू लाइन करेक्टर है, वो प्रिंट में ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाता है। मीन्स सिंपली इफ यू आर राइटिंग प्रिंट, इट विल प्रिंट वन वैल्यू एंड मूव टू न्यू लाइन ऑटोमेटिकली। इसमें इनबिल्ट है ये। एंड इफ यू वांट टू ओवरराइट, इसको ओवरराइट हमने कैसे किया? हमने लिख दिया इसका एंड जो है हमने स्पेस से करना है, न्यू लाइन से नहीं करना। अदरवाइज एवरी प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट विल बी सेपरेटेड बाय और एंडेड बाय अ न्यू लाइन कैरेक्टर। हमने इसको ओवरराइड कर दिया कि नहीं, न्यू लाइन से नहीं, उसको एक स्पेस के साथ एंड करना है। तो इससे क्या होगा? सारा जो सेंटेंस है आपका, सारी जो आउटपुट है, वो एक सीक्वेंस में आ गई, एक ही रो में आ गई। ये डिफरेंस समझ में आ गया बच्चे?
यस सर।
जस्ट इन द सेम वे वी हैव अ सेपरेटर वैल्यू ऑल्सो। एक एंड का मीनिंग क्या हुआ कि जब प्रिंट कर रहे हो तो हमने उसको एंड करना है स्पेस के साथ। अब मैंने लिख दिया इसको सेपरेट करना है, हर वैल्यू को सेपरेट करना है स्पेस के साथ। लेट्स सी द डिफरेंस। क्या बना अब ये? उसने सेपरेट कर दिया, लेकिन एंड तो उसने स्लैशन से ही किया ना। इफ यू सी इट, एवरी एलिमेंट इज सेपरेटेड बाय space. Let's create a list for this. It will be better understandable then. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. And here I am writing, instead of a for loop, let me straight away write print list. अभी देखते हैं क्या होगा। It is visible to you, मैंने यहाँ लिस्ट में स्पेसेस नहीं डाले, लेकिन आउटपुट में स्पेसेस आ गए, बिकॉज इट इज प्रिंटिंग एवरी एलिमेंट सेपरेटेड बाय अ स्पेस। यहाँ पे उसने स्पेसेस को इंसर्ट कर दिया हर एलिमेंट के बाद। अगर मैं यहाँ लिखूं एंड विद स्पेस तो क्या होगा? तो भी आउटपुट सेम आ रही है। okay? अगर मैं यहाँ लिख दूं एंड विद स्लैश एन तो क्या होगा? बिकॉज इट इज द लिस्ट, इट विल बी प्रिंटेड लाइक दिस। वो स्लैश एन, क्योंकि पूरी लिस्ट हम प्रिंट कर रहे हैं, नॉट सिंगल इंडिविजुअल एलिमेंट्स, तो इट विल बी प्रिंटिंग इट लाइक दिस। अगर हम इसको फॉर लूप में प्रिंट करेंगे, फॉर आई इन रेंज एल, लेट अस प्रिंट आई हियर, देन कॉलम रह गया यहाँ पे, प्रिंट, ये लिस्ट नहीं बना, टपल बन गया था, फिर ब्रैकेट्स लगेंगे। List object cannot be interpreted as an integer. Okay, इसमें problem है। It will be printed as list only. Let's remove it. So, as a list ही print करते हैं। ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम। सी में आपने डेटा टाइप स्पेसिफायर पढ़े हैं बच्चे? हाँ जी, हैव यू स्टडीड डेटा टाइप स्पेसिफायर्स इन सी? तो यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
कौन कौन से होते हैं?
So percentage D for integer type,
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड।
percentage
परसेंटेज
F
डी,
for
परसेंटेज सी, परसेंटेज
F.
एस, परसेंटेज एफ,
Yes,
percentage
sir.
u, and there are many more. For formatted output, you can use those type specifiers even in Python. For example, if I write x is equal to 10, I can print x as such, right? Then I can print value is plus करके x. This is second method. I can write print value is percentage d, percentage x. This is how we can do it. I'm writing different styles using which we can do it. Okay. Then suppose I am declaring one more variable, y is equal to 20. Y is equal to 20, and then I can print x comma y, or print values are x percentage d, percentage. अगर सिंगल है तो विदाउट ब्रैकेट लिखोगे, अगर डबल है then you will write x comma y, and let's run it. ये स्टेटमेंट गलत हो गया. Let's run it. So here it is writing first print के लिए लिख रहा है 10, second print के लिए लिख रहा है value is 10. So we have used the type specifier here. Then for again we have declared one more variable. Then we are printing x and y. It will write 10 and 20. Then through type specifiers we are printing these values. Again these are printed. There's no problem. ये चीज समझ में आ गई बच्चे?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We can use formatted printing also. For example, if I have, remove it all this from here, some float value is equal to 12345.6789, something like that. If I print f, or if I print value is percentage 0.2 f, then we'll see what will happen. Let's run it once. So what it has done, after decimal there are 4 places, but since I have restricted that after decimal there should be only 2, or only 2 should be considered. So what it will do, after decimal जो place 2 places वो print करेगा, उन values को rounding करके उनकी print करेगा. Here we have written 0.6789. Here in the output we'll get 0.68. उसने उसकी rounding कर दी है. Now it means जो significant part है, जो इंटीजर पार्ट है इस रियल नंबर का, राइट, उसमें कोई ट्रंकेशन नहीं होगी. इट विल बी प्रिंटेड एज सच 1 2 3 4 5 वट एवर यू आर राइटिंग, जितनी वैल्यू है वो आएगी. जो आफ्टर डेसिमल जो फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट है, उस केस में इफ यू आर स्पेसिफाइंग 0.2, तो 2 डेसिमल प्लेसेस हो गए. इफ आई राइट हियर 0.1, तो 1 डेसिमल प्लेसेस तक ही दिखाएगा. यू कैन सी इट हियर, इट इज प्रिंटिंग 5.7, 1 2 3 4 5.7. तो जो फ्रैक्शनल पार्ट है उसकी उसने राउंडिंग कर दी. So if you want to further format it, that you want to format it like this, कि 8 spaces for the part and only 1 space for, or let's say 2 spaces for decimal part, वो उसके accordingly print करेगा. And if I further extend it, you can see it here, एक ही space है. If I extend it, say if I am making it 12, तो क्या होगा? You can see the difference. यहाँ एक ही space है, total spaces उसने 8 लिए. Here we have specified total spaces as 12, तो उसने यहाँ पे 12 spaces total reserve कर दिए, out of which 2 places are reserved for decimal part. Is it clear, बच्चे?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know what is slicing? Slicing मालूम है बेटा? आपने जिसने ऑपरेटर्स किए थे ना और जिसने स्ट्रिंग्स की थी उसने एक्सप्लेन किया था स्लाइसिंग. क्या होती है स्लाइसिंग?
सर जब स्ट्रिंग कुछ
हाँ,
मतलब कुछ पार्ट स्ट्रिंग का हमने प्रिंट करवाना हो तो हम स्लाइसिंग यूज करते हैं.
For example, I am writing 0 to 8. Let's see what happens. It will write 8 characters including spaces. So it will write up to is space. If I include 9, if I make it 9 and then I run it, it will write this is M because यहाँ पे 9 पूरे हो गए हैं. So if I change it further that from 2 up to 9, then it will be this का उसने is ले लिया, is M. If I make it 10, this is how we can use slicing for strings. ये भी clear है? Okay. Let's see how we can write or how we can declare multiple variables in a single statement. For example, if I declare name, department, age, salary is equal to some name ABC, some department, say XYZ. Let's assume age is 10 and salary is say 1250.75, something like that. Okay. What are the different methods by which we can print these values? Have a look. Print, you can write name, department, age, salary. This is one way, the simplest one, right? Second is print do you have any idea what is this method? We'll have placeholder values. For example, here I have written 0, and here I have written 1. Suppose I am including only 2, and here I am writing name and department. Let's see what will happen in this case. Why there is problem? It is saying string object is not callable. What have I done? Oh, sorry. Yes, we'll create a dictionary of this. There is some problem. Just a minute. Like this only. Oh, I forgot to write dot format. Yes. What we have done, we have given spaces here, placeholders here. That 0 placeholder, it will represent name. 1 placeholder will represent department. And suppose I want age also. I'll put it in curly braces. Okay. And when you want to print the values, you will write dot format. So these will be formatted, and you can see it here. You will get the output. Oh, sorry. Instead of 3, I should write 2 here. So it is printing 2 values. So we want all 3. So add one more placeholder. And here we will write salary. And then it will print all the four values. This is one method of doing it. I'll try to share the code with you so that you may be able to understand it well. There are other methods also. Let me write all those. Print values. First is name, I'm giving it N. Second is department, I'm giving it D. Third is age, I'm giving it A. Fourth is salary, I'm naming it as S. And dot format. Now here we'll write name is equal to N. And next is department equal to D. Age is equal to A. And salary is equal to SC. Let me see if it is working. Or name as Anatha, not equal to. And salary as S. Maybe which problem है. Just a minute. Let me just verify. Supposed to be उल्टा लिख दिया हमने. N is equal to name. D is equal to department. A is equal to age and S is equal to salary, and it will work now. Just printing all the values. Then the last method is हमने type specifiers use करके किया था. Values S. First is a string. Second is also string. We'll write S. Third is integer. We'll write D. Fourth is float. We will write F. And then format, name, department. Just a minute. Need to close it here. Department, age, and salary. Run it again. So it is printing the values once again. And again, you can format it. For example, I can write 8.2 and it will be formatted accordingly. कुछ clear हुआ बच्चे? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
I think that's all for today. Would you like to have a class tomorrow? Would you like to have a class tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes,
घर
sir.
पे ही हो?
Yes.
Okay, we'll have class at 12 then. Tomorrow we'll have class at 12. मैं group में भी डाल दूंगा. I'll share the video as well as the files or programs we have created today. Okay, that's all for now.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.